greatest Boxing Day goals in Premier League history. You're not a true football fan if your Boxing Day doesn't involve an unhealthy dose of football action. And if you're as addicted to the game as we are, this video will tickle you in all the right places. So, here are some of the greatest goals we've seen on Boxing Day. We start with David Ginola. Apart from having a great hair day every time he stepped on the pitch, the Frenchman was a joy to watch. Don't believe us? Look at this fine goal he scored against Watford back in 1999.
As the Frenchman beats Hyde, again onto his right foot, and a wonderful goal!
Next up we have Trevor Sinclair, whose scissor kick against Derby on December 26, 2001 was a perfectly executed skill.
Great save, Cole. Sinclair, what a goal! What a goal!
You can watch this video again and again, and you'd still want to see it again and again. While people have completely forgotten about Andrew Cole, we need to remind you that Cole was one of the finest strikers to ever grace the game, as evidenced by this perfect volley against Liverpool on Boxing Day. They don't make them like Cole anymore. As the world continues to swoon over Roberto Carlos as the perfect modern-day fullback, they tend to forget that John Arne Riise was his equal. The only issue was that he played for Norway, which is why he never got the respect he deserved.
Riise again!
But this goal against West Brom outlined his credentials as one of the most explosive fullbacks we've ever seen. Abou Diaby was such a fine player. Sadly, he never managed to realize his potential due to a long list of injuries that plagued his entire career. But whenever fit, he was a joy to watch. Take, for example, this goal.
Goes Diaby.
Another surge forward here by Arsenal. It's Abou. He's got Diaby here. It's Diaby! It's two!
For such a lanky midfielder, Diaby had great poise and dribbling ability. On top of that, he had an unearthly set of lungs. Perhaps he was so good that God didn't want to completely unleash him on the planet. Who knows? When he wasn't up to mischief off the pitch, Wayne Rooney was completely focused on scoring worldie after worldie on the pitch. The Manchester United man was one of a kind in every sense of the word. On Boxing Day in 2013, he scored this amazing volley from outside the box against Hull. This might be one of the greatest goals in Boxing Day history, but Rooney scored several outrageous goals during his illustrious career. There are tons of players who have a lot of confidence in their ability, but are never the entire product. Marko Arnautovic was one of those. However, the Austrian forward was a menace on his good days. In a 2015 Boxing Day game against Manchester United, he scored this absolute screamer and celebrated as if he did this every week. Imagine if he did though. Sometimes, when a player scores a screamer, commenters will make a point of mentioning that the player will never hit the ball this sweetly ever again.
I swear you'll never see anything like this ever again!
That was the case for Cuco Martina, who scored from outside the box without even bothering to control the ball. The goal was scored against Arsenal, so it must mean something. Henrik Mkhitaryan was a bad buy because there was never a plan to get the best out of him at Manchester United. But then again, United have perfected the art of ruining promising careers. Nonetheless, the Armenian did show flashes of brilliance. For example, this scorpion kick against Sunderland on Boxing Day was like a rare Pokemon card. Fortunately, there was no VAR back in those days, otherwise this delightful moment of ingenuity would have been ruled offside. Steven Defour's career was on the rise before he broke his leg, and the Belgian never reached his true potential. Nonetheless, he can take heart from the fact that he scored a free kick against Manchester United on Boxing Day. It's worth pointing out here that when Defour broke his leg, Sir Alex Ferguson reached out to him and wished him a speedy recovery. For some reason, we feel that Lucas Digne's career could have taken him places. The French fullback was signed by Barcelona before he was discarded. Everton picked him up and thought he was going to be their next Leighton Baines. This free kick against Burnley on Boxing Day in 2018 was a perfect example of his range of talents. Andrew Ayew was meant for bigger things because he's the son of African royalty, aka Abedi Pele, one of the greatest African footballers of all time. However, Ayew has never been the most consistent of performers. Regardless, his obvious potential can be seen from the Boxing Day goal he scored against West Ham back in 2019.
Liverpool Palace, if they can build an attack from here. Ayew. Nicely done by Ayew. Oh, he's danced his way through! And how about the finish as well?
It's never easy to do a pirouette in a crowded area and then dink the goalkeeper. So guys, these were some of the most amazing goals in Boxing Day history. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And before you leave, make sure to smash the like and subscribe buttons, turn on your notifications, and watch this next video. Till next time.